Hi, my name is Kurt Stallings, and today I'm announcing for the presidency of the United States on the Icon Studios ballot. Why the White House? Why me? Why now? Let me answer the last question first. I have chosen to run now because it has become apparent over the last 6 months that any Yahoo willing to put on a suit and pay the filing fees can and will be the front runner for at least 4 weeks, sometimes six, depending on how long it takes to actually get to know the bastard. During that time, people from the press will dig into my background. They will dig deeply. They will search for every loose end that they can find. And I am very hopeful that they will finally locate the cufflinks that I lost at my best friend's wedding in 1983. And if not, then perhaps the $20 bill I left in the rented tuxedo at his second wedding in 1988. And frankly, if all I get from this attention is just a nice portfolio of PR shots of me denying that ugly incident with the Albanian hooker and the 5 Argentine penguins in Cairo in 1991, then I'm satisfied. Look, as I explained to the FBI at the time, yes, $10,000 is a lot of money to pay for 2 gyros and a salad, but honest to God, I thought Al Qaeda, when I wrote the check, I assumed Al Qaeda was the Al that ran the Greek restaurant down the street from my law office. It happened to anyone, and all that it proves is that this is a candidate who stands behind small business. Why me? Well, for one very good reason. I don't want the job. I hate the idea of having that much power. I'm not sure anyone should have that much power. I don't know of any man who should have that much power. A few women, yes, but men, no. I can't see it. And frankly, I can't think of a better qualification for that job than to be someone who frankly doesn't want it. Why the White House? What are my plans? Well, I'm a very unusual sort of guy. As any of you who know me well can testify. Indeed, I understand that several of you have testified before the grand jury very recently. And in regard to that, let me just say this. Look, if I knew that the district attorney actually took the time to monitor Craigslist, I would never have responded to that ad. And I would never have met that nice young lady, Bubbles. And that would have been the true crime. So, what I want is an America where the president gets out of the way. I will get out of the way. I want an America that works hard and has fun, where no one has to look over his shoulder or her shoulder, wondering if someone is coming after them because they've breathed. Because frankly, when I speak to the American voter, I know I'm speaking to a people, to a generation who, within the next 10 years, anything will be criminalized that involves so much as taking a breath. And if you think I'm kidding, consider that in many states, it's illegal to die in certain ways. I believe that the only criminal laws that should be on the book should pass the alley chat test. And we all know what the alley chat test is. It's when you hear about something that someone has just done and you say, oh, we need to chat about that in the alley, if you know what I mean. And see Rocco back there, I've paid him well over the years to have those chats on my behalf. I won't be campaigning for this job. This is the end of my campaign as I conclude this announcement. That's the truly wonderful aspect of running for this job, because I know that I can appeal this way to the American voter. I don't mean in general. I don't mean American voters. I mean the American voter. I'm talking about that guy, whoever he is, God bless him, who writes in Mickey Mouse, Pikachu, or R2-D2 every presidential election. Now, you run for city council, you don't get those kind of votes. If I ran for city council, nobody would vote for me. I wouldn't vote for me. I'd vote for somebody else. But in presidential elections, anybody who runs can find at least one person insane enough to vote for him. If you're listening, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. Okay? So, that's it. This concludes my campaign, and it's off the trail and on to victory in November.